Coming down the stretch, Frank. We're not long off now, about 2 minutes, and we're going to get this thing started. Again, welcome everybody. Great to have you all on the call. Type into the chat where you're calling in from. We'd love to see that. But we know we got people from all over the world on this call because I'll tell you, Impact 101 is exploding around the globe. Okay, about 1.5 minutes now. We're on the countdown, 90 seconds or so. When we hit the top of the hour, we always start on time and we get moving. You're not going to find any fluff here or long-winded introductions. We get at it and we get moving. That's what it's all about. So, yeah, at the top of the hour, we're going to get it going here. Got some great information to share with everybody here today on how to build a big global team. So we are looking forward to passing on that information. We have some tremendous speakers to share, what they're doing with you. It's going to be an action-packed call. All right, I see Kelowna on there, the UK, there's Fort McMurray. I see Texas is in the building. We have got them coming on from all over the place. Russia, Israel, all over the UK. It's awesome, guys. It's great to be running with such a focused bunch of leaders from all over the world. Oh, there's some more UK. That's great. So we're coming down the stretch. Hey, there's Sydney, Australia. They're warm down there. I'm a little bit jealous. We're coming down this stretch now. I think about 30 seconds or so till we get started. We're going to start right at the top of the hour. There is the Netherlands. They are on board. They're coming from everywhere now. More UK. I love it. California. There we go. Maybe 30 seconds or so when we hit the top of the hour, we're going to get rolling. So be ready. Some great information coming your way and some tremendous speakers we have lined up for you today. Okay, we've hit the top of the hour. Frank, I'll let you start recording and then we're going to get going. Okay, well, there we go. Hello and welcome to all of our impactors right around the world. I'm John Van Dersen. I'm here in Canada. As I mentioned, we've got a great call lined up for you today, so we're going to get right at it. So very first off, hey, it's day 19 here for Impact 101. We're already sitting at Impact 101 members in 80 different countries. Now that is truly unbelievable. We're on fire with members coming on board all around the world. We did a call 52 hours ago on Saturday. Since then, we've had 8 new countries with members come on board here. The Marshall Islands, Estonia, China, you guys were listening, Dominican Republic, Sri Lanka, Andorra, Algeria, and Namibia. There could actually be more. I haven't checked in 10 minutes. That's how fast this is going. There's no doubt we have the greatest global opportunity that the world has ever seen. And that's because what we have is simple, but yet it's extremely powerful. I think back to the early 90s. That's when I first entered the relationship marketing arena. And I was with a company that we had a great herbal tonic product. Fantastic product. But I think back about what we had to do to build anything, it was absolutely crazy because we had to spend hours with people trying to create the demand for our product. We had to try to convince them that they needed it. We had to do battle with all of the other nutrition products out there. We had to carry an inventory because usually we had to send out samples for people to try. That came right out of our pockets. Then we had to wait 7 to 10 days for the product to arrive, another 2 weeks for them to try the product, use it, get results, and then we had to do some real extensive training with people to teach them how to do what we just did. And if they actually did start sharing it, then we had to wait about a month or two so we could actually get paid by the company. And on top of that, The company was only in a few countries just due to logistics, so we could never even reach out to all of the contacts that we had. Well, I can tell you, it's a whole different story here with Impact 101. First off, we don't have to create the demand for what we have because we have what everybody already wants. The ability to raise unlimited funds and receive donations from people all over the world. We have an outstanding product with our mobile landing pages and our platform, and it can be delivered instantly anywhere in the world. There's no waiting. We don't have to explain it all ourselves. We just need to say a few sentences and send the videos to do all the explaining for us. All we have to say is something like, I found something that's working really well for a lot of people. It may or may not be for you. If I send you a couple short videos, will you watch them? That's it. That's all we need to do. We don't have to buy more product each month in order to get paid. We don't have to wait for a company to pay us or hope that they do. Everything here is done person to person so we can receive the donations instantly. We operate in an arena where there's very little competition. And that means there's no restrictions on the countries and the people that we can reach out to. We can share this with anybody, anywhere, get them started, show them how to share with others, and we can have them receiving donations by sundown. Now that's a global opportunity for absolutely everybody. And I've got my business partner, Joe Muhammad, on the call here today. Joe, you're building big globally. Could you maybe share a couple tips here on how you do it?
Absolutely, John. Thanks for having me on the call today. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this exciting impact call. Listen, I get a lot of calls. I get a lot of people asking me, how do you guys do it? What do you guys do? How do you guys build globally? Well, I'll tell you one way that I do it, and I'm sure everybody here can do the same thing, is by asking people. When you're building locally, being in North America, being in the UK, being in South Africa, being in Australia, everybody knows somebody from somewhere else. Build locally. You know, there's somebody in Australia that knows somebody in Canada. There's people in Canada that know people in Korea. It doesn't matter, but I ask. I'm always asking, who do you know that's overseas? Oh, you know what, Joe? My uncle lives up there. Great. Let's get your uncle. Send him the information. Send him the video. Show them what we're doing. This is done worldwide. Just like John said, I've been part of companies in the past where logistically they couldn't go into other countries. We're kind of basically stuck, especially for myself being a Canadian. We're always American companies and Canadian companies. That was the extent. The odd company would maybe go to the UK or maybe Australia, but that's it. Here we've got 80 countries in 19 days. No borders here, guys. This is done worldwide. And that's all I do is I ask. And I'm asking people, build locally, but always ask, do you know somebody somewhere else? Aunts, uncles, colleagues, you name it. That's what we've been doing. And guess what? You get a country opened up over there, or I shouldn't say opened up, but you get somebody started in a country, they start telling their people, now you're done globally. The other exciting part about building globally, guys, is this. When I wake up in the morning, I've got donations waiting for me. So what's happening is I've got donations coming while I'm sleeping, and when I'm awake. Now this is a dream come true. This does not happen with other situations. This is what will happen if you just ask people, where else can this who do you know overseas? Who do you know in Korea? Everybody knows somebody from somewhere. And that's all I've been doing, John, and that's what's happened. It's been a dream come true for all of us. 80 countries, 19 days. I can't even imagine where we're going to be the next week or week and a half. How many more other countries? I think we're what was it, John? Two quarters of the world's countries already on our team. I'm not sure what the numbers are, but it's staggering. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's great stuff, Joe. Actually, we're right now on day 19. We have members in 40% of the world's countries. That is phenomenal. And you're absolutely right, Joe. It's about think global. Ask the questions. You just don't know where it's going to lead to. And all of a sudden, you've got team members around the world, and now you're part of the 24-hour club. That means your team is growing while you're sleeping. That's a very exciting place to be. So think big, guys. Think global. Okay, next off, I want to bring up my good friend. He's the president of Impact 101. We want to give you some great updates here today. Frank Servedio, are you there?
I'm here, John, loud and clear. You know what? I'm going to throw my image out there. Everybody wants to see, who I am, what I'm doing. And, I want to just say thank you, John, Joe, and the other speakers are coming on today. And, you hit on something that I really wanted to hit home with folks, because we're a company, folks, and Impact 101 is part of QRGL Marketing. And our product is our mobile landing page. We've been selling them since 2011. I really want you to pay attention to when I talk about mobile landing pages in our product here. And you're gonna get 2 mobile landing pages with your subscription and for your fees. 2 of them, folks, that normally sell for $250 US. We've been doing that since 2011, folks. So please understand that we are a product that we added another module, and that's crowdfunding. And it's a peer-to-peer instant gratification. Where else do you get that around the world? It's extremely powerful, and I've never seen anything like this, and I'm just extremely happy that I got myself into crowdfunding and putting ourselves into a module to enhance our product, the mobile landing page. We've been not saying too much about the mobile landing page because we just want everybody to get their heads around it, but we're going to step up that game, and I'm really excited about today. I'm going to just jump into a few of those things there and really tell you about our product, and we're going to add more and more. And I want you to know that we're just building a module that's really intuitive, along with a video that's going to come after that. The module will probably be ready, the manual will probably be ready before the video, but I will put up the manual shortly here. I've got a meeting after this call with the person and the designer of that manual, and I'm really kind of want to make sure that everything's correct, so I'm not putting it up till that's ready to go and it meets my standards. So anyways, really want you to understand, we do have a product, and that's a mobile landing page. Along with that, we have a module and a component called the crowdfunding, peer-to-peer, instant gratification. Wow, that's all I could say about that. I'm going to actually jump in and screen share here, and I'm going to show you guys some things. I'm really excited about some of the things that, oops, not that. I don't want to do that. So we're just going to get rid of that, and let's just jump right on to my PowerPoint presentation. All right. So let's go. What do we got going here? Just announced it the other day, and just a friendly reminder out there, guys. We now have a video on how to join. So even if you join, please go watch this video, and just so that you can tell people that it's there. It's really exciting. Lead by examples, folks. Make sure you tell everybody that the video is now there. And anybody that's just going to join for the first time, ask them to watch the video. It's only a couple minutes, guys, and it's really, well, worth it. All right. At the bottom of the page, very, very important. I want you to know that, some folks have been asking, we are going to put the username and the sponsor's name here. And if the sponsor does not want their name to show up, then we'll make sure that they'll have an option. So that's coming. That should happen within the next little bit here, folks. It was a good idea from one of our members. So I just want you to know it's coming, and just watch out for that. Now, username, make sure you choose the username of your choice. You cannot change it. I'm going to say it one more time. You cannot change it. All right? You make sure you check off on all these boxes. The other thing is, some folks have been asking, well, what are all these indicators on the bottom? Well, if you could see right here, there's the I. Well, that belongs here with the captcha code. And when you fill the captcha code, you can't copy and paste. You actually got to text it. You got to type it in. Okay? So these indicators, phone, there you go. It's right by the phone number. So all the indicators, if you have one of these things that are all red, that means you haven't completed. When they're green, then everything's all good to go and there's no errors. So please watch the video to explain more, okay? Very excited, guys. We have now added another merchant program here called Stripe, and they take credit cards, as you can see right there. So not only do we have PayPal that you can do your PayPal with your debit card and of course Visa, MasterCard, and also your PayPal. So we're adding more merchants, and we're adding more and more all the time. I'm actually bringing somebody on to help me to stay on top of the merchant programs and payment systems. So we have somebody that will keep on top of it. We'll be getting more and more payment options as we go, okay? Now, in case you didn't know, we all have a date on the very top of when your subscription fee expires. You could always add on at any given time. So if you want to just add another 6 months, you just go ahead and do so right now. You could add another year if you like, and your date just keeps moving up. So anytime you want to add to your date, you could do that at any given time. Just wanted to say, if you did it today and it expires July 20th, it'll just add another 6 months to it automatically. So I just want to share that. I'm extremely excited that we added Stripe. And we're PCI compliant, and what that means is that we're doing everything correctly. We don't hold any credit card information. It's all held within Stripe, okay? We make sure we follow all the rules and regulations. It's very simple. Once you hit the Stripe button, it'll say pay by credit card. Once that happens, it'll ask you for your email, your actual card number, and also your zip code, just for fraud protection, guys. And we do that to protect Impact 101 and yourselves, okay? Very good. Once it goes through, it says thank you for the payment. It's that simple. Back to the subscription page. That just happened on Saturday, folks, so we're really excited to add Stripe. Now, guess what? We got another video, and that's how to make payments or payment settings. Sorry, I just got to go back. I've got my mouse that's really sensitive today. Geez, here we go. All right. I'm just so excited. We got this video up today, payment settings, so you can just set up all your payment settings. And folks, also, these are just a few here. We're going to add a whole lot more as time rolls. But I also want you to know on the very bottom of this page, you'll see that it says others. You can list any payment you want, cash pay, Zella, whatever you want. Just put your email address and all that information. That comes under the other category. So please watch the video, all right? Here I go with my mouse again. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Here is the payment option down here. This is what I mean by other. It's right down at below. And I just want you to just make sure that you fill out, if you have other payments methods, make sure that you put them in the bottom part where it says other payment methods, okay? So if you have PayPal, then just jump to the very bottom. Also want you to know, folks, this is a peer-to-peer. Folks are asking me to, in the sports tickets, they're asking, well, what happens in their country and so on and so forth. You live in that country. You know what you expect, what payments you can get. Just do some exploring in Uphold or TransferWise, see if it's something for you, okay? Please do that. Please go and explore. The more options you give, the better and easier it's going to get. And guess what? We also have another video, and that's sending a donation. So I'm really excited about that. So we have that up on our site. Now, speaking of all these videos, we will have a library of all the videos that we have created. We're building a page, and probably by the next time we do a Zoom call, webinar, we will have all the videos listed there for you, and then you could just say, hey, there's a video in an archive that I really liked, I want to send it out. You'll have the link, and also these training videos will be there also as well. What we want to do is, you folks are great at receiving donations, sending donations, but we're going to do our best to give you the tools so you just point and shoot to your future impactors, okay? So keep that in mind. We're going to just keep adding videos on anything that's call to action. We're going to keep doing that. We just actually put this out on the weekend as well. You can click right on the very top of where the flag is, and guess what? You'll see all the countries. Everybody wants to know which countries we're in, at least one member, and you'll be able to see at least one impactor at all of these countries. Also, if you go into your resources, there's a tab there that you'll be able to bring the flags, and I'll show you where that is once when I do a live demonstration in our dashboard. All right, I want to spend a couple minutes here, folks. This, from overview and below, donation center, pending confirmation. If you've got anything highlighted there, that means you have to do something. It's a call to action, those color codes, the orange and the yellow. Please pay attention to it. Please. All right. Now, one thing I'm going to talk about now is unread messages. Everybody likes communication. Everybody talks about it. What are you doing about it? We have an unread used message. That will go down once you click on the message and respond to the message or click on it. So somebody's saying, well, how do I get that number down? Well, go into it and click on them, okay? What we're trying to create is an atmosphere, an instant message platform from the company, from member to member, from the Impact 101 support team to yourselves. We're trying to create a community of communications amongst ourselves. Emails are a problem. When you start sending out so many emails, there's people that block emails. There's folks that put these bit bounds. Anybody that's using those bit bounds that they need you to pay so much money for them to click it or you to open it, that doesn't work with our system. Please turn it off when it comes to Impact 101. Also, we've actually made a little bit of a change, and emails will be coming from QRGL Marketing because Impact 101 is growing so fast. We're not recognized by some of the providers. So some of them are being blocked because some folks don't know who we really are, some members, and they say block, and then they make a mistake, and then they say sorry. Well, it's too late. It takes us about a week to get off those blocked pages. So that's why our communication is going to be phenomenal within our internal communication system, the message board there, guys. So please, please use that. All right, we're extremely important, okay? All right. In case you don't know, until we get some things in place, if you want to get back to a future, somebody that you've done a donation to in the past, go to your donation center and click down donation history, folks, and then view details. Then you could be able to send a message back and forth. We're getting tickets saying, hey, how do I get a hold of the guy that I sent the money to? I don't know where he is. Go to your donation center, donation history, view details, and then you'll be able to continue on a communication with them back and forth. All right. Now, remember, the message board's there for us as well, that if we have your questions, or if you sent payment and you've done a proof of payment, whatnot, we could actually help you settle some of your situations there as well. That's why it's very good to use the message board. Okay. All right. Support. Just in case you don't know, the support works phenomenally. Just put in your questions. We'll get back to you as quickly as possible. And if you hit the resolve, you can see some of the history, some of the dialogue that's happened back and forth. So all this is going to be tied into the message board, and it's going to be phenomenal. We're taking our time with it. We want it to be perfect, and it's just taking a little bit longer than we wanted. So just be patient and we'll get it up. So this is how it looks. Just messages go back and forth from support. Okay. And that's also going to be on top. You won't get an email that you have a message. So you have to go into your dashboard. Okay. And I know that and everybody's getting excited, and more people are getting to it. All right, guys, and I do apologize. This is my fault. And I mentioned it on Saturday. I'm going to say it again. Languages are taking a little bit longer, but you know what? For the right reasons. The videos came back, all done. We had a problem. The capture languages were not converted to the languages that are being spoken. Unacceptable for me. We need to go back to the drawing board and get those actual capture in the language that we're actually recording. I want it to be perfect, and it's caused a little bit of delay. I'm not going to give you ETA, but I can tell you it's in the works, and there's been several things that I've done to them, and when I'm happy, I'll put them up there for you. Okay, these are the languages that are coming out: Simple Chinese, Mandarin, Russian, Spanish, Hebrew, French, German, Portuguese, and Dutch for my Dutch friends. That's my partner and my good friend John Van Derzen as well, and Hans Looman. They're Dutch. Somebody's saying, are we going to have Italian? Of course we're going to have Italian. That's who I am. I'm Italian. But I'm not going to go and, there's not enough Italians yet for me to do that. And a lot of people say, are you going to do these other languages? Yes, we are. But there has to be some volume in there for us to, spend the time there. There's a lot of exciting things that are happening around the world. As you can tell, there's 80 countries, folks. And in what, 2.5 weeks, 19 days. All right. I'm going to do a live demonstration on this, but I want to just get you to focus in on this for a bit. This is our product, our mobile landing page. Our mobile landing page, folks, is attached to a QR code. Our mobile landing page is compliance to Impact 101. Okay? It's compliance, and everything that you hear is how to market Impact 101. I want to make it very clear. You can make a custom page, but you cannot make a custom page of your likings to promote Impact 101. And just so you know, there's a few out there, and I'm going to stop them, have actually put all sorts of things that break every rule when it comes to compliance. We don't make money. We receive donations. We give donations. Okay? We make donations. The terminology has to change, folks. All right? So we want to keep everything in compliance. We are a company. We will demand that. We have high standards in those areas. Okay? So while I'm on here, I just want everybody to know that you could text. People are texting their links. When their links get text or sent in an email, people click it and then it comes. These are web-based. This is not an app. We will have an app one day. These are web-based. So when they click on it, these images appear. So when you send a text, ask folks to click on the link. Then ask them to request a V-card. Once they request a V-card, guess what happens? Our system automatically sends your phone number and email address to that person that requested it. You get an email saying that somebody requested your actual V-card. Very, very powerful for lead captures, folks. So please understand that request a V-card is very important. And do yourself a favor. Text it to your son, daughter, family, friends, or another impactor and see how it works. You'll be blown away, and you're going to go crazy once you see how it works. Now, on the bottom here, in the future, your campaign will show up here. And also people will be able to actually donate to your campaign, but only in digital currency for privacy acts, folks, money laundering, all that stuff. They'll only be able to do it in digital currency. That is coming. And once we turn it on, we'll let you know when that happens. All right. You can build custom landing pages like this, folks. I'm getting a lot of press about this, and everybody's excited, but please just be patient with us. The module's coming out to make it easier, plus we'll do a video. But we're just so excited. We're 2.5 weeks old, folks, and we're in 80 countries, and we're doing the best we can to get the information to you. All right. I'm just going to tell you, if you haven't gone into the resources, shame on you, okay? Right there in the top, and I'm going to do a live demonstration here, it says your mobile landing page. Have you gone there? It's your product. Have you shared it? Have you put it on your phone? Have you got the icon on your phone so you could share it by text message, by email really quickly? If you haven't, you should, because that's the product that you paid for, all right? And there's other things that, you know, there's QR code readers, because this is a QR code. There's a one-pager on Enigma down there. If you want to get into cold storages, if you want to convert from one coin to another, everything's there for you. With this resources is going to get bigger and bigger. We're also going to have in the resources, there's going to be a one-pager, and that's going to happen the next time we do a call of all the videos. You'll have one page with all the videos, video 1, video 2, video 3, how to donate, you know, how to join, and then you'll be able to take those, point and shoot, okay? That's going to be good for my support team. That's going to be also good for leaders to give to their field, okay? So that's coming. We're going to go into that page more in depth here momentarily when I go to the site live. Your donations to send. I just want you guys to know that if you got to send a donation, please do not wait. View the details and communicate. This is a peer-to-peer instant gratification. And I know everybody wants to receive donations right away. Are you sending donations right away? Ask yourself that. Are you checking your site? Ask yourself that. Please go to the site, make sure the payment methods are there, and you're communicating with the person that you're sending. If you need an extra day, everybody's going to be patient. But when you don't communicate with them, then they start sending support tickets. Well, remember, we are a platform. This is peer-to-peer. Communicate amongst yourselves and get things resolved as quickly as possible. Okay, very important. Again, donations to confirm and receive, same thing. If you have to go back to the history, go back to the history in the donation center, view the details, and communicate back and forth. Okay. All right. More things on the email and message board and support. Just make sure you continue to communicate amongst the peers and use the support ticket if there's anything we can help you with. All right, I had to leave this up, John, because you mentioned this on Saturday, and I cannot believe you mentioned on Saturday, the same day, somebody signed somebody up from China. So everybody is listening, and this is absolutely exploding, folks. So thank you very much for everything you guys have done there. And I just want a friendly reminder, we have another call at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight. Please don't forget, share that with everybody, text it to everybody. This is exploding. Who do you know in other countries? Let's go out there and share. You know, right now we have over 215 folks on a Monday afternoon. I cannot believe it. This is just absolutely amazing. 219 folks on this call right now. We have another call at 6 p.m. tonight. It's going to be similar to this, but you don't want to get people to miss it. Ask them to come on the call, and we'll give the updates. All right. So now what I'd like to do now, I'm just going to go, and I know I'm going a little long-winded here, John, but I do want to cover some important things here. So I'm now going to go into actually the live demonstration part here. So just give me a moment. Let me set that all up. All right, we're good to go there. Okay, here we go. So folks, this is the, as you can see, this is the dashboard, and I have a pending donation. Make sure you click on it, and now we have a video that's behind that. But what I really want to bring you up to your attention now, we've added where you can see where the flags are here, not only on your own page, and somebody was to ask you, boom, there they are, there they all are, okay? So isn't that cool? So impactors all around the globe, and we're into 80 countries. Wow, that is cool. Okay, and let's just go back to that site there. Now I wanna go to the mobile landing page here for a moment, and then I'm gonna go back to the site here for a second. So as you could see on the very bottom, folks, you get a QR code, and you get this requested V card, okay? So very, very important that you share if somebody clicks on it, okay? And look what happens. Actually, I don't have my email provider set up on this, so I can't even demonstrate it because I'm on a Mac and I got an Outlook, so won't do it. And boom, but here you go. I guess it still comes up. Hopefully you can see it. Please send me the V card contact information from Impact 101, and guess what? You'll receive notification when somebody does that. Also, our system also, as soon as somebody clicks on it, it says, allow your location. Folks, when people do that, I love it. I'm gonna send it to folks out there and around the world. I'm gonna ask you to allow it. Then I'm gonna be able to see it on a map. And I'm gonna show you that map here. Okay. So please, and actually make sure everybody clicks on all the links. And this mobile landing page is your replicate site, folks. When you're in a group, they can't sign up with the wrong person. Absolutely impossible. Absolutely impossible if you use your mobile landing page properly. Okay. So please get to know it, understand it, share it, and you'll get leads from it, and you'll get people sign up right from your own mobile landing page. Okay, so let's go back into the site here for a moment. Okay, now just a couple more things here. Resources, folks. Mobile landing page. I'm getting people asking me, well, how do I save it on my phone? Well, have you gone into your resources? Have you read the document? I've had somebody spend a lot of time to get this to you, folks. And if you have, an Apple product, then this is you go to your bottom of your page and you could add it to your home screen. If you got an Android, we show you how to add it as well. If you have an Android, there's usually 3 dots, add it to your home screen. There it is. And then from there, you click on it and you share it. I know everybody knows how to share it these days, okay? So please go into your resources and print this page, figure out how to do it. And then also what we've done is give you another friendly reminder how the impact system is going to be successful for you. We give you the 3 steps, 1, 2, and 3. Please read them, print these documents, and go into your resource center. It's extremely important, folks, extremely important for you to continue to grow your donations and your group. Okay, so that's one thing. Now, also go down here. This is where the QR code is. Let's see it. If you scan the QR code, your mobile landing page comes in. But I wonder if anybody scrolled down a little bit. And guess what? This tells you how many scans you've had that particular day. Better yet, of course, this is the demo site. So yes, guess what? This is my office, folks. So I could get people, I could actually go around the world and get people, in which I'm going to call you up and ask you to do me a favor, some of you, and ask you to say allow location, and I'm going to add to this system more and more. So scan locations means where the actual mobile landing page has been scanned and how many. And I love seeing my actual mobile landing page being scanned or clicked on around the world. I'm extremely excited about that. So John, back to you. I think I've shared a lot of information with everybody.
All right, awesome stuff, Frank. I'll tell you, these guys know what they're doing. I'm not a techie. They are. They design the things that we can use to really get this message rocketing around the world. So good stuff, Frank. Couple things I just want to touch on. Number 1, as Frank mentioned, real important, make all of your donations immediately. Donate to your inviter, get that donation confirmed so your grids will open, then immediately donate to the second person that you need to donate to. Get it done quick. Number 2, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to be in as many donation grids as you possibly can. Each of those donation grids is a separate donation stream for you. The more grids you're in, the more streams of donations that'll be coming to you. And number 3, make sure you have at least 2 personally invited people at each grid level, because that gets you qualified so that when your grid is completed, a brand new grid is going to open up for you. That's going to keep the donations flowing. But of course, don't just stop at 2 personally invited people. Remember, everybody you invite follows you into your new grid once they complete their grid. So when you've got a bunch of people following you, you can be whistling through those grids very quickly. Let's move on to the last part of our call here. It's a real powerful part of the call. We're going to hear from some people that are making this happen all over the world. Listen to what these say, because they're really getting the results. Let's start in the UK with a guy that is absolutely tearing it up. Colin Simmons, could you share your story with us, please?
Good afternoon, John. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Loud and clear, Colin.
Thanks. Firstly, I've got to say thank you very much for inviting me on this call today. What can I say? Impact 101 is phenomenal. Personally, I have over 30 years of experience of multi-level marketing. Thanks to you, John, and people like you, I got exposed to crowdfunding and true peer-to-peer crowdfunding. just before Christmas. It blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. I have trained people for years and years and years, and most people struggle. But what I've seen in peer-to-peer crowdfunding is a lot of people having real success all across the globe. And I say real, true peer-to-peer because there are very, very different crowdfunding schemes out there. What else can I say? You guys, with your experience, have put together an incredible platform. It's all about the tools. I help my team every day, and I talk about the sort of stuff we should be doing. We're talking to people every day, asking people, would you like to receive more money than you have now? Simple stuff. And when you say that question to them, I say, yes, please, how? I'll share the video. And very confidently knowing that the quality of the video I'm going to share, that they're going to like it. It's as simple as that. So I do my best to share that video every single day as much as I can. So it's an incredible opportunity. I can't believe it's only just short of 3 weeks that I've been testing this system. I can see this going on for a very, very long time. I don't know what else you want me to say, really, John. It's absolutely phenomenal. We're all in at the very beginning, all in the UK, all across the globe. We're one huge community. Thank you very much. That's all I've got to say, really.
All right, excellent, Colin. You're doing awesome things over there. Let's move over to the US. We want to hear from a guy who's got a real special story. Alex, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me, John?
Yep, maybe just speak a little bit louder there, but you've got an awesome story if you could share it with everybody.
Okay, can you hear me now?
That's perfect, Alex.
Okay. Well, first of all, John, thank you so much for inviting me to this call. I'm honored and humble at the same time. But first thing first, welcome everybody, and I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Mr. President Frank Servedio, for the awesome work, making super easy for us and very attractive. You probably know about Robert Frost. That's why you are doing what you are doing. I'm going to say something about this stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep, and many miles before I sleep, and many miles to go before I sleep. This is you, Mr. President, and we are so grateful for that. Anyway, also I'm so excited that you're teaching us geography. We are, it's not only United States or Canada. There are many.
What would your life be like if you?
And about 80 right now, and we are. This is so fantastic. This is so wonderful. And I have a little suggestion for you, Mr. President, that you are thanking.
Hey guys, as of today,
it's kind of full, and I would recommend something of a larger scale, like a warehouse or something, a Trezor or Ledge Nano warehouse size, to deposit all those. Thank you. So this is how we do this thing here. Let's say you are a mountaineer. You like to go to a mountain. So I'll keep an example here, Mount Hood, because I know it very well. So you sign up with this Impact 101. You are so excited now. You are so pumped up. You get your gear. You have to people ready, and your sponsor will say, sponsor or guide, will say, hey, tonight we're going up. So be ready for that. You have your gear ready. You have your boots, your crampons, ice axe, axes. Anyway, your duct tape too. Also, you have your website, your link ready, emails to send, and send video. So the sponsor said, hey, we're going tonight at 12 o'clock. Well, why do you go to 12? Well, it's a lot of, there are a lot of crevasses there, and you know, I'll show you around them anyway. So it's all frozen and you know, solid rock on the rotten volcanic mountain. So just trust me, let's go together. So the guide helps you up, you know, and it's so fantastic. You get to Palmer, you're so excited, you know, fantastic, everything. You get some people interested in, you know, some will join. Everything is so beautiful, you know, all you get to create a rock, you know, you're all fantastic there. You got to Devil's Kitchen, you know, oh, a lot of smelly sulfurous there, you know, like egg rocks, rotten eggs. Well, these are all negative people, you know, oh, this is a pyramid, this is not going to work, you know, my next door neighbor friend had lost a lot of things in this anyway, you know, but you are got on Hog's Back, you know, there's a straight line to the pearly gates, and you are focused, you know, so you super focused because it's 2,000 miles, about 2,000 feet down, you know, on each side. So you have to be focused, and you got more emails, you got more donation, you are excited, you know, goes to pearly gates. And your sponsor, it's up there, you know, it's a vertical wall. It's just a vertical wall. It's like a tunnel. You got up there and you are on the top. And what's next? You know, oh, you grab your solid, you just sit down there and look around, and you're on top of the thing. You look around and everything is fantastic. You know, you are above the clouds. It's unbelievable. The sun is coming out, and you'll see, you know, it's absolutely amazing. You have to be there. You look kind of down and awe and respect, and all of a sudden, you experience this magnificent, fantastic, unique awesomeness landscape that you imagine, but now it's right in front of your eyes. Now you're going down, you know, down, and what happens? You know, matrix is full, and you start all over again. And guess what? The two guys now are very responsible, and they become guides, and they bring groups, they bring people with them, and you know, soon all the papers and the internet will say about the amazing traffic jam that happened with this Impact 101 comes alive. And now we are so excited for this thing. We are very excited about this. And you know, Alex, you remember you mentioned about duct tape. What's going on with duct tape? You know, well, duct tape is very simple. You know.
Hey, Alex, this is John. I'm sorry to cut in here. We got to cut you off there, buddy. I mean, it's a great analogy, but we got a couple more speakers here. I apologize, but we've just got people on from all over the world that we also need to get on to, but I appreciate you jumping on there and sharing your wisdom, my friend.
Yeah, thank you so much. And we are very grateful for this. Thank you.
You bet. Thank you very much, Alex. Let's shoot over to Lamar Parker. Lamar, could you share with us what you see and what you're making happen with this?
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you for allowing me to share. Again, say with this platform, just a quote immediately comes to mind from J. Paul Getty. Which is, I'm going to paraphrase it, I'd rather have 1% of effort from 100 men than 100% of my own efforts. And this platform is what rings true. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, what we're experiencing is a real-time interactive education in the sharing economy, which utilizes two principles, which is modeling and leverage. Modeling. So let's start with that. Let's start with that term right there. I mean, you know, peer-to-peer crowdfunding is not new. It's been around for hundreds of years. Frank, the president, did not invent it, but he simply modeled the principle of what it was. Just like other individuals who, a lot of these modern car companies did not invent the automobile, but they modeled it and added on to it. Well, that's what Frank has done. And he's created this, this micro sharing economy, this platform to where we can have global reach. So, which brings us to the second principle, leverage. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. You get to leverage like-minded people from around the world. Think about that for a second. Let that settle in. That you're able to transcend the mainstream global economics, where countries around the world are experiencing hyperinflation, economies are crashing, where we can bypass that, seek each other out, find like-minded individuals, come together for really a cause, which fill in the blank, to help your family, to solve a problem, to pay off debts, no matter where you are around the world. By using this platform and by leveraging, just having 1% of a single person from around the world makes the impossible, seem like child's play. So thank you for allowing me to share. I'll end right there. Back to you.
All right, great stuff, Lamar. Our final speaker, let's go to a guy who's really tearing it up as well down in the U.S. Eric, are you there, please?
I'm here, John. Can you hear me all right?
You bet.
Great. So I was hoping my picture would come up here, but it's not. But I've got a picture that I have on my Zoom meeting, and it's a picture of me with a big full beard and long hair. And the reason I love that picture, it was the happiest day of 2018 for myself. I broke my neck on August 8th of 2018. And I broke C1, C2 vertebrae in my neck mountain biking. And that's a break where 90% of the time it's quadriplegic or death. And I'm so very blessed to be alive today. And so the picture I have normally on my Zoom image is the day that I got my halo off. I was in a halo for 12 weeks. And anyways, it's one of the reasons, it's one of the things I'm crowdfunding for personally. It's one of my personal causes is to get rid of all of the medical bills that happened as a result of that. That was about $45,000 worth of medical bills in that process. But what I love, why Impact 101, what I love, first of all, is the leadership. It's first class, both corporate and in the field. I love the support that we're seeing from corporate, which to me, it equals longevity and innovation. And I see them as eliminating all of the friction points when we're doing what we're doing, which is just sharing this incredible crowdfunding platform with other people. They're eliminating the friction, so it makes it easier for someone to get started and get to be a part of this. So cooperative crowdfunding is all about, the only difference between that and other crowdfunding is the giver can become the receiver, right? And there's one of three reasons why people are going to do this. They either have a personal, a business, or a charitable cause they need to raise funds for. Personally, I have a personal cause and I've got a charitable cause that I'm raising funds for. My charitable cause is all about mental health, concussion was part of my crash as well, and so that's part of my cause. So what I love about this is you can fund a cause without begging to banks. Banks typically fund those who do not need money. So my tip to everybody is just use the system for success. You look at that system, it's extremely simple, it's extremely easy. Just use that will work for you. And then think bigger, think global. Thank you for allowing me the time to speak, and I appreciate everything you guys are putting together here.
All right, great stuff, Eric. Appreciate that. Frank, did you have just a couple last thoughts before we wrap things up?
I sure do, John. I'll make it quick. Just want everybody to know that we are listening to you. We are going to give you a grid table and more information of your groups, and that's going to be out probably by the time we do the next webinar. I thought I'd give you the good news there. I just had a couple questions that I just want to respond to really quickly, because people are asking what the V card is. V card is a virtual business card. So think of a virtual business card. That's your information. I want you to know, on the template of Impact 101, people will be able to see your email address and your phone number, but not your home address. Now, if you do a custom one, it's your choice what address you want to show there, or no address, and you can turn it on or off. I just want to make that very clear. Last thing was, somebody was asking about the donation, if we're only going to do digital currency for people that aren't part of Impact 101. Absolutely. It's only going to be digital currency for compliance reasons and all the money laundering stuff that comes around it. And it just makes life easier because this is a peer-to-peer. So we're just going to protect everybody. It's only going to be digital currency. John, that's all I got to say. And I want to thank all the speakers. Great. Thank you very, very much for the kind words. Back to you, John.
All right. Well, thanks, Frank. We'll wrap this up. We've got another big call coming up at 9 o'clock Eastern tonight. Same Zoom link as you were just on. Reach out to your prospects. Reach out to your teammates. Have them on that call. Think big. Think global. Let's keep it simple. Let's take massive action. Let's go make an impact. Thanks for being on the call, everybody.